Morning friends, Drew here in beautiful 𝗗𝘁'𝘀, Pennsylvania, up on top of the roof that our team just finished and checking things out and making sure that everything is happy the way exactly we want it to be, and going to put the Sacrificial boots on today that we include with all of our roofs. So everything looks good and straight. Really happy with how things came out here on the roof, and just absolutely a gorgeous color pattern. Looks just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So really thrilled with how this came together, and really just looks super nice. So what we're going to be doing here today is pointing out a couple different features and getting these collars up on the roof. Sacrificial boots going. So we'll take one of these, and all these are is just an extra rubber cap, and we've explained this to you before in a couple different videos, but we'll show you here as well in case this is the first one that you're checking out. You have up on your roof these vent pipes for your plumbing that come through, and just like when you were a kid and you put your finger over the straw of your soda, you could lift water out. If you want your toilet to flush properly, you have to have air that allows it to get in to allow the fluid to go down. If this wasn't here, the water wouldn't go down properly. You'd wind up sucking air out of the traps in your sink, and then you'd have these crazy smells come up in your bathroom sink, and you wouldn't know why. It's because when you flush the toilet, you're sucking the air out of the trap. So we had these collars, and these are the IPS boots. These are pretty nice ones. But over time, the sun's going to beat on this rubber, and the ultraviolet radiation is going to start to tear that up and destroy it. So what we always want to do when we're doing a roof for you is we're going to put a Sacrificial boot over the top of that Sacrificial collar. And this is going to go on, and it's going to protect this primary boot from the sun for the next 10 to 15 years. And when this falls apart, and I have samples in my truck of ones that we took off a roof that had aged very nicely, that we can just come up, and for the cost of an hour-long service call and a couple of pieces of rubber, we can come up and put these back together. So it's a simple matter of just getting this up and over the top and then working it down. And sometimes I like to back flip it and roll it, because that makes it easier to get going down. It takes two hands to get that pushed down where I want it to be down. So now you can see that this is covering the vast majority of the boot, and where these always fail is right up here against the top edge. And so we're protecting that on this underneath layer here, that's going to be protected, and it's going to keep the sun off it. It's going to keep the wind and the rain and everything else that may come down and beat up on this over the next couple of years. And 10 or 15 years from now, we can come up, the customer can have us replace all these Sacrificial boots, and we won't have to disturb the roofing system and take these shingles apart in order to do that. So brand new roof, we want to make sure that the collars last as long as the shingles do, and the only way to help ensure that is to put the Sacrificials on. So I got 3 more to do, but I'm going to use my shingle pads to help get me down to the steep sections. I'm not going to hold the camera while we're doing that, so I'm not going to show you those 3, but I have them staged up here, and we're going to go put those 3 back on over here. Diane always gets nervous when I do these videos up on the roof, so I know we would completely freak her out. In fact, we'll just do that right now. Whoa! He loves that. All right, so we got our ridge vent up here. We've talked about the importance of proper ventilation for removing the excess moisture in the wintertime. We just put a video up recently that talks about our interview with Paul, where he was explaining where we generate 2 to 4 gallons of moisture vapor in the winter, all year long, but primarily it's a problem in the winter because it comes up in the attic, it can condense. So you want proper airflow, balanced airflow, air in at the eaves, down to the soffit vents, and air out at the top through the ridge vent. And if you don't have a balanced system, it causes problems, it works inefficiently, and it doesn't help protect your roofing system and the shingles and the plywood and everything that's associated with that. So we also did a video a while back about cutting corners in your valleys and why it's so important to cut the corners when you're doing a valley to make sure that water doesn't catch the top edge of a shingle and travel across. So one of the other things that our crew did on this particular valley is we ran a continuous shingle down the length of the valley here, right? And then we shingled over to that rather than sitting here and cutting each individual shingle at the valley. And this is a different technique, but what this does is that it helps prevent any of those issues with the water getting on top and running across the roof. So that's one of the other ways to do a valley where you don't have to worry about coming back and cutting those underneath corners to help prevent leaks in the future. So all of our hip shingles are on, hip caps look beautiful. The garage roof came out looking really nice. We've eliminated the satellite dish that was on there that was no longer in use, so there's no need to put that back in place. And then you can see the main roof, all these lines nice and straight, exactly how we like it. Ridge cap is centered, and we've got the cap shingles on there and a good kind of random pattern of colors across there, so it sort of blends in with the rest of the roof. And then the only thing else we have left to do is to go out here and get those 3 last roof pipe vents on, get the sacrificial boots on those 3, and this job just won't be done. It'll be coat built. I'll take you down to the far end of things. So if you've got a roof that's aging, that's leaking, that's getting to the point, this customer actually had one of these beautiful trees back here, right here, dropped a branch right down and crushed a section of roof just below that pipe collar. And so we came out and I put a temporary, just a little piece of aluminum up and patched the OSB from the bottom the best I could, and our crew took and resolved that when they had the shingles all off. And the roof was due anyway, so it was about time. So well, we can either patch that more permanently, or we can really just say, let's just do the roof. So that's taken care of, that's been fixed, and hopefully no more tree branches coming down and giving them a hard time. So I'll take you off to the far end here. All kinds of fun. Just a gorgeous looking roof. So this will serve them for many, many, many years to come. So this is Drew here in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania for Coat Built, your full service construction and renovation company in Pennsylvania, home improvement contractor number 88078. We install new roofs and we fix cheap ones. If you're looking for some assistance with your roof, you want to talk about proper ventilation, make sure we get good airflow, trying to figure out, well, do I really need that power vent on my roof anymore? Do I really need that gable vent on the end of the house? Or can we just eliminate that, and when we do the siding at some point and board over it in the meantime, we can answer all those questions for you. Give our team a call weekdays, 9:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon at 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for coat construction and renovation, and extension 2 for new projects. And our team will be happy to assist you. You can also take a picture of whatever is bugging you at your house, send it to us here on our Facebook page. What problem can we solve for you? Click that contact us button here at the top. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel, click that notifications bell so you get updates of all of our cool home improvement videos and things that we're doing to help folks, educate folks on what's going on with your house. If there's something we can do for you, new construction, build your new custom dream home, an addition, a garage, roofing, siding, windows, doors, decks, anything on the interior, electrical, plumbing, drywall work. There's not much we don't handle when it comes to your house. So if there's something that you're looking for some assistance with, you got a project in mind, take some pictures, send it to us, our team, and we'll be happy to help you out with that. This is Drew in beautiful Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, standing on top of a roof where our homeowners are now proud to say it's not just done, it was coat built. We'll catch you guys in another video. Bye for now.